Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, today, the second video of the day, you know it's coming. Coliseum is new this week, so we're going to start out August Coliseum. Those are the two outfits that you can earn. The hoodie's pretty dope, though. I don't know about the little satchel thing there, but I digress. Attack prize plus, I have talked about the importance of that in other videos. That's kind of what we're fighting for today. So let's take a look. You can see these are what are going to be on the boards, and these are your rank rewards. So you do, to get an attack prize plus, want to finish in the top 2,500. Again, my loyal subscribers, we will get it done. If you are not in the top 25 at the end of the month, please post, and we will help you get to the top 25. We're about to do something really, really fun, at least for me today. We are going to do a power run. So that is what I have planned here. Now, what does a power run entail? That entails me just blowing through levels as quickly as possible, getting as high until I fail once. And that might take a while, but we're going to start out here. So the first level is a shadow, a large body, and a large armor. That should be really, really fun and easy, high level up. So hopefully that's one of the levels that I can one turn for a really long time. Here's me and my flippy floppies running around. There's a lot of shadows. Okay, so you're going to want to bring a large contingent of AoEs for this. Again, another set where it'd be advantageous to have AoEs. And again, same thing. So this is a heavy AoE setup. So later on, when you're running through it, remember that you want to bring blue AoEs. It's all red. Your regular raid key with just switching out some AoE people would be super advantageous for that. Alright, so we skipped 18 levels, so that's going to jump us up quite a bit here, and we're just going to take on the next level and see what is in front of us. Alright, so loading up here, gummy hammers, and more gummy hammers. So this one might be a little bit harder. I don't know if they're going to throw the other red people in with it, or if they're going to mix up the colors. Let's take a look here. Gummy hammers are normally pretty easy to nuke. They don't have that much health. And, they're the worst red tank of them all. So ideally, you could go in with a single target blue, just decimate these, and I wouldn't imagine anyone having trouble with this level forever. I mean, you were probably going to get stuck on one of the other levels before you get stuck on this one. So that's another good another good round to just one turn. Just go through it and blow it up. Alright, so we're going to skip another 18 rounds, and that's going to, again, put us in a much higher level tier here. There you go. We're skipping pretty much all of tier 1 by skipping all those levels. And we're going to shoot to keep one turning things. So let's see what comes up next. So far, it's been a Coliseum where a really good blue setup would be really advantageous. Luckily, we have a really blue setup. This is going to be a really big green setup. Now, green is probably my weakest color since the last draws. We pulled up some good red metals, so this would probably be a really hard level. These poison apples are no joke. I do not like them. They're very, very hard to deal with in most parts of the Coliseum. So, something to be wary of. They poison, and those little red ones hit really hard. This looks like the hardest battle of them. Two blue, which are both poison, or paralyzed, rather. You can't paralyze them back, and they're going to annoy you. So, that might be a little bit harder. There's not too many really, really strong green metals to nuke that level with. So hopefully they come out with something new. That would be pretty nice. We see we're skipping all of tier 2, just going right to tier 3, and the rewards start to roll in. Now, we're going to get to tier 10 probably by one turning this, but we're just going to, randomly go through the levels. Alright, here we go. Red bandits. Yet there's a little blue icon next to them, so that's kind of amusing. Let's see. This might be the all element point of it. Let's take a look here. No, they're all blue. So again, you're going to want to focus on green setups. And so far, blue and green setups are going to be ideal. Now for this one, if you're bringing green, you're already in good position because those other two are green. They're not weak to green. You can nuke that with all green and just go. So we're going to skip 12 more levels. So far, blue and green have been the big ones. We haven't seen any level where it would take red. Red would be your best bet so far. So we're looking for one, though. If we keep skipping the levels, I'm sure we'll find one. There we go, and we're back at the original setup. This, again, is going to be the level where you're going to want to bring blue. I think I need to recharge my blue anyways. I don't, but I'll bring it anyways, just so we can quickly dispose of this. My little floaty. All right, so ideally you would skip this round, and you would skip him. You would come here first, use everything you had at him, go back, take on the shadows, and then come back and beat this middle guy here. So we will make a more of a strategy video once I actually get stuck. Until that point, we are just going to do a nice blow-through video. So then we're going to go through after we clear all 10. We're going to take a look and see what is actually in the Coliseum rewards this month. And, you know, hopefully there's some good stuff in there. I think I did take a look last night. I think there was an attack boost too and a defense boost too. Hey, those are pretty good. If you didn't get those maxes, those are definitely some of the more attractive items. More gummy cop hammers. No, again, these are weak. I don't understand why they put them in Coliseum, because they're not really much of a challenge, especially with these. Blue is most people's strongest setup, and basically you can nuke them for a really long time, and then when you're not nuking them, you can pretty much just poison and paralyze them one at a time and redo your gauges for when you can't nuke anymore. So I don't know. I don't think that's going to be a hard round for anyone. So far I haven't found the hard round. There is always one, and we will eventually get to it, I'm sure. Alright, so we skipped some more rounds, and let's see where it dropped us off this time. We're going to spend more time at loading screens than we are actually battling. Okay, this might be a hard round. This is another green-focused level. So far, blue has kind of been the dated one. Here is a green one. Let's see. Okay, so there's the heavy blue plant, and okay, so two of these guys hit you. That's not good. And we have the one really, really strong one here in the back. Now for this, I actually think I have to use my Sephiroth to one-turn it, so that's what we'll do. I was not expecting to have to do that, but there we go. All right. So he put me to sleep. That is never fun. That's not the place you want to be. Again, same thing. We're going to have to use Sephiroth to one-turn it because we're trying to blow through the levels as quickly as possible. This level, those possessors are going to be where you're going to have trouble. Simply because you're not going to have trouble with the flower. If it was just one-on-one, you'd be able to just nuke it and move on. But the possessors make it so you have to hurry and at least kill them. So if you bring a Sephiroth on that, you should ideally be able to blow through that. But again, there's been no use for any red keys so far. So still looking for that epic green level so I can finally utilize a red key in a Coliseum. That has been one of the main shortfalls of the treasure trove, is it's not used in many areas of the game. Here is an example. Black Copter, Gummy Copter. So if this is just a straight red level, that would be exciting. I did get some new red medals from the Organization 13 pack, so here we go. Alright, so that is heavy green, but still easy enough for us to just swing attack it. This is a standalone copter, so a little bit weaker, and let's see, what's this one? 3? Okay, so a nice even spread. You're going to want to hit that one in the corner with the most of them first. Come back here, hit those guys, recharge, or go take on the single one, depending on what your setup is, whether it be poison, paralyze, or whether it's just an AoE nuke. You know, that's kind of what we're looking at. Now, we're flying and up this. A lot of you guys should be able to blow through the first 10 tiers without much trouble. It's once you get to the farther tier and you can't just nuke it that it becomes a problem. Here we go, another heavy red, or not heavy green stage. So, we'll see what this one is. Alright, so we got the Neo Shadow, one of them. 2 Neo Shadows, 3 Neo Shadows. This, if you bring the suggested in the preceding video with 2 nukers and 2 AoEs, you should have no trouble disposing of this level for quite a while. Just use your AoE on that last guy. Go to him first, come back to the first one, use your single target nuke, and then use both your single target nukes or an AoE on that last guy, depending on what's stronger for you. If you have one really strong AoE, use that. If you'd rather do the 2 single target nukers, you should be able to kill that pretty easily as well. Alright, back to the gummy copters, and you're seeing a lot of repeats now, and that's because we're skipping so many levels. But for the vast majority of this, we've just been swiping out through. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Kill this side over here first, because this is definitely going to be your most challenging battle. So go there with all your gauges, and then you can go here and just kill this thing. That would probably be your best bet. It's going to recharge a lot, and then hopefully you have enough to use the famous Mickey on that to AoE it. Now, there are some other options for that. If you don't have Mickey, you could use that Riku right there. He's a really good option for that. So, carry on. Okay, so we're up to tier 8 now, and we're just kind of still floating. Haven't had any issues yet. Here's that dark plant level, and that's the one we use Sephiroth to mostly beat. So we're going to bring green again, because I feel like we're going to be able to do this again. And normally I use Olympia for everything. For this, you just see me switching back and forth. It's just easier to swing kill things when, you know, when you're on the same level, when you're on the right element. Alright, so basically we're just swinging over to Sephiroth, using Sephiroth to clear this level. Now, I think this is going to give people a lot of trouble, this particular level here, because the first 2 people hit you, and higher up, that's going to cause you to have to heal, or, you know, at the very, very, very least, nuke the possessors, because they will get you. Let's just throw that out there. The possessors will get you, and they can be pretty deadly if you leave them alone for more than 1 or 2 turns. So the paralyzed poison setup isn't going to really work very well with the flowers for that reason. Alright, so we are flying up this. I'm trying to make this video as quick as possible, and we're doing a pretty good job so far. We are up to tier 9, and back to the first set. Let's actually look at tier 10. This is a terrible level. A wretched witch with possessors. That level's really easy. That level's kind of crappy. Alright. So hopefully we never have to do a 10. That just looks like the worst thing ever. Wretched witch. Ugh. With groups of possessors. That just does not look fun. Alright. So for this, we're going against our basic strategy again, because I don't see anyone beating me. Alright, so there we go. So just to expedite the video, we will use Sword Down Goofy for both these fights, and he'll one-shot them. Alright. Again, this is going to be one of your easiest levels that you're looking at for a really long time, because the blue AoEs are plentiful. And if you cannot find a worthwhile AoE to nuke that in blue, I'm sorry, you're probably not going to be able to get up high in the Coliseum, but you should have one of those by now, if not a couple. Alright. So So we got the red bandits, the gummy copters we already did, and that stupid apple level. That apple level will probably be pretty hard too. I don't understand why this red bandit level is supposed to be hard. Generally you find these levels and they come up hard. There's 3 of them. But for this, green is what you're going to bring, right? So why would they put green with it? If they put red with it, that would be stupidly overpowered, and that might make it one of the hard levels. But they're bringing all blue on this one, and they're bringing a green and blue on the other side. So, I don't anticipate being stuck on this level for a really long time either. Got enough green AoE power with Sephiroth to get me up pretty high. Now, I am trying to highlight some of the harder levels. I think 10 will be pretty hard. I think that poison apple level will be pretty hard. I think this dark plant level will be pretty hard. Ooh. 2 wyverns and a shadow. That level might give people some trouble. This level, Search Ghost and Hooks should be pretty easy. And back to the dark plants again, where we just Sephiroth them to death. So that is what we're going to do. Alright, so we are on 9. The next battle should finally face us off against round 10. Not that I was looking forward to it, because I think it's going to be one of the harder levels. We'll see when we actually fight it. If it is what I think it is, we're in for a fun time. If it is not what I think it is, I would be happy because I can get farther up. Alright, so while we're just plowing through these levels, 2 of my main Coliseum competitors, 2 of the people that you normally see at the top, 2 of the people that are really, really good at Coliseum, apparently retired this week. So Signal, who is normally the top Coliseum guy, if not one of the top, very, very sad to see him go. Really, really awesome guy. Plays a lot, played often. Really friendly guy. Really happy to help you out. Sad to see him go. Apparently he quit because of the pay-to-win way that the game was going. Daniel, he is another one that apparently stepped away. He is leaving for work. So sad to see him go as well. Hopefully he comes home safe and does everything that he needs to do. So shout out to you both. Alright, so here is the level that I think is going to give people the most trouble. We got the Wretched Witch, who many of you know is from the Cinderella quests, and she is a beast. So I think this is going to give people a lot of trouble. Mainly because she's just ridiculous strong. Okay, so for that, bring everything you got. Try to skip it. I don't know. Can't give you much advice on that. Just don't fight it. That's my my expert analysis. Do not try to fight this level. This level is going to be ridiculous, really high up. That Wretched Witch is going to be ridiculous times 10. So just don't run into it. That witch is ridiculous. If you do have to face it, at least you can skip the 2 shadows, which are good, and get yourself right to the witch so you can unload all your gauges. Hope the possessors don't kill you. That's about all you can do. Alright. So another red level. Here we go. Okay. So, again, with this level, you're going to go over here, take on the strongest strongest group. And this time we actually have to use Cloud to one-turn this, so that's alright. There we go. For this, we're just going to use Exalted to expedite the video. Boom. Dead Zoo. Alright. And for this one, I think I can just spin kill these guys, right? Yep. Alright. So, one turn. I think, if I'm not wrong, I just beat all the tiers. So I think I'm in real play now, where the levels go up to 99. If I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look. All right. Yes, we are. We're on 6 of 99. So that means theoretically I should be able to buy the whole boards. Again, always focus on the first 2 boards before you get into the other board over there. All right, so Summer Mickey, that's going to be the hoodie, which is pretty sweet. A paralysis medal, a Dale. Okay, so we did need some Chippendales to power up some more of the people we got. Attack boost 1. So those Chippendales will be well received. Again, more power up medals. All right, what else do we have? More power up medals. Okay, so a lot of this is going to be something that you're going to want to complete before you start getting up higher into the Coliseum. That's why I always recommend doing these one first, because there you can see if you got a new medal in the last time around, and you haven't got him to be amazing yet, now you have the Chippendales to do it. Let's see, attack boost all 1. Why do they even put that dumb skill into the game? Nobody uses it. Nobody likes it. It's just stupid. Get rid of it. Or, I know a lot of you are not going to like to hear this. Make it so that lonely. Why is it do lonely in the summertime? Come on, man. I mean, attack boost all should activate if you are using a special that is hitting everyone. And your regular attack boost should only hit on single target people. That would make the attack boost all skill worthwhile. Right now, it's garbage. It's not useful. Nobody's going to use it. You get it in the stupid thing here. And who's even going to put that on anybody? Somebody's going to use it for experience. That's what's going to happen. If you're still using attack boost all, please stop. It's the worst skill in the game by a lot. It only works on spin swipe attacks. So if you don't do swipe attacks, it just doesn't work. Yeah. Useless, right? I don't actually think I'm going to have enough to complete this right now. I think I'm about to run out. I am. There's no way I can complete it. I don't have enough. Alright, so I will definitely come back and complete this, but you can kind of see what's included in everything else there. So we got another Sid medal, the Summer bracelet, a Dale, and a chip. So we'll complete that for this video, but you can definitely see that we have multiple different ways to blow through that. So far, my impression of Coliseum this month, it's not going to be too hard, which is good for those of you who, were a little iffy about it last month. So definitely look forward to seeing some of you guys up top with me this month. So hopefully you guys can chase me down. I think I finished 13th last month. Let's take a look. All right, we got 15th last month, so we got bumped down because we couldn't beat the stupid bags. Screw those things. But here we are. So hopefully we, get some space and kick some butt right now. So looking forward to a month full of Coliseum. And we're just powering up our medals now. So if you guys have specific questions on a specific level that I covered today, please let me know, and I will try to do a informative video on it. And hopefully you guys can kick some butt in the Coliseum. Good luck to everyone. Oh, okay, it doesn't want me to stop the video.